for November time. And we in that we're going to tie in like a mini tour. So we're going to do like Manchester, Leeds, Liverpool, Sheffield, all big cities like that, hopefully. So that's what we're looking into.
Recording in progress.
Sorry, I'm just a second because I'm recording it on my normal system, but it's not moving and it's saying only 1 second. So I'll be gutted if I miss. So I'm recording it off the Zoom just in case. I don't want to lose. I don't want to lose the interview. So it should be okay. It's never happened before, but just in case, that's why I had that in. So sorry about that. Carry on.
Yeah, so we're looking at doing a tour towards the end of the year, November time. So we'll be looking at most at major cities. Yeah, hopefully that goes down quite well. So following, we've got like outside of his hometown now, that's growing as well. So
yeah, and that's key, isn't it? That's key when you get past your hometown and what have you. Hey, so in the green room, you had the remains of the Invisible Squirrels Nutella, and you wanted a Formula One scale. I nearly said it then. Scale-electric. Yeah.
Imagine that in your locker room. That'd be mint, wouldn't it?
It'd be awesome. We'll have to sell it on eBay later because we need the cash back. Do you know what I mean? You can't afford it in the virtual green room. Spent a fortune in there recently. So I've got a couple of scale-electrics in the loft of my lads and kept hold of them.
Yeah,
it's awesome.
I think I've still got some in the loft at my dad's.
Yeah. And Leanne's been on. She said I was the deprived child. I couldn't have a scale-electric. I always wanted one. Bless her. If anyone's got any questions on Mixcloud, please drop them in, and we'll have a chat. We'll have a chat with the band. Oh, when we do a lot of interviews, Eddie normally comes on. He does all the graphics, and he says, "Oh yeah." Leanne, who's deprived as a child, he's got scale-electric as well. Leanne, this might be swinging this next question. She's a bit of a she's too old for you, by the way, James. Hey, James, important question. First, do you have a van, and are you single? Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
I've got a car. I got a van, and unfortunately, I'm not single.
The van thing is because one of our presenters always says, "Do you have a tour van? And what kind of tour van is your tour van?" If you've got, you know what I mean. So that's
we've got a minibus. So the bass player's he's like his stepdad. He takes us to all his gigs and stuff.
Excellent. So you can all get drunk.
Exactly.
I love it. I had a band here last year, right, from Scotland. There's only one of them drank, and he only had one can. I bought a load of beer for him. What do you want to drink, lads? Have you got any Coke? I was like, oh, Jesus. Cans of Coke, not Coke, not sniff, but he wanted cans of Coke. Yeah. So I thought, these are rock and roll, aren't they? Do you know what I mean? Cans have got loads of beer. I had to drink all the beer instead. So, if you've been doing, have you done it? What gigs have you done? Have you done many played anywhere? Many...
Yeah, so up until this year, we were like mainly in our own city. So we've been at like big venues, like your Lead Mills, places like that. And then this year we've played Birmingham. We did Sunflower Lounge in Birmingham, which is an absolute class little venue. And then last week we did Coventry, the HMV Empire, which is set out. It reminded us a lot of like Lead Mill back in Sheffield. But I think second stage, it were class second stage, to be fair. Sound in there were amazing, like so.
Empire, is that the one at the university?
I believe it is. It's in like a little like shopping precinct. It just pops out at the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, I think it's an old cinema, isn't it?
Yeah, it looks like
it. Two levels on it. 2 levels.
Yeah, there's 2 levels on it.
Yeah, I've seen some bands there. Yeah, it's a lovely little venue. I quite like that.
The sound were brilliant in there as well. So
excellent. So have you? I sometimes ask, what's any disasters? You've turned up. So we've had bands turn up at places and they're supposed to have all the equipment. There's nothing there, and they've had to go and buy. So has there been any disasters on stage or again?
I've not had any like major disasters. We did like a warm up gig for the Sunflower Lounge in Birmingham, and we like booked it last minute. I turned up like late, missed sound check, so we had like a line check, and all levels were just absolutely all over the place. So for like first 3 songs, we were all like looking at each other like, this doesn't sound right, this doesn't sound right, and like luckily sound engineer sort of got it right after the first 3 songs, but you're all like, oh god, this is not going across well. So, but yeah, other than that, no, I've not really had any like major problems. So
Cool. So what's your ambitions as a band then? What would you want to be doing? Who do you want to play with? You know what I mean? Do you want to,
I mean, aspirations this year and probably more into next year now. We'd like to get on with some big bands, get some big support slots, play some big like like your O2 academies around country and stuff like that. But mainly we just want to try and get heard by as many people as we can, really.
Yeah.
The scene's picking up again. Bands are starting to come back, I feel. So
yeah, I think you're right, and I think the recent Isle of Wight festival and Glasgow, I think that sort of brought it up. You could see the vibe from them as well, can't you? Everyone's out there partying, enjoying it for the last couple of years, not been able to do it, and I think there's a hunger for it when it was all there and it was all taken away from everyone, and everyone's like, I want to get out. My man lad's just gone to Croatia. He's in Croatia for a 5-day festival, so they'd be nuts. So it's great to see people getting out and watching and supporting bands.
Yeah, definitely. Like I said, since lockdown and stuff, we've come across so many like new bands as well, and like scene's popping at the minute. There's so many top bands out there that have just not been discovered yet. So
yeah, that's the rationale behind this show. That's why we developed this show, and every week is just band after band after band, and from all over, not just the UK. We've got bands in Germany, Poland, got them everywhere. Hey, I sometimes ask this question, and you don't have to answer it if you don't want, but it's up to you. Room 101, what band or would you put in Room 101? Never to be seen again, if you could, but you don't have to answer it. It's up to you.
Oh, I don't know, really. I wouldn't say there's a band out there that I particularly like hate or anything,
Cool.
I think you've got to respect any band, anybody that's willing to put music out there, it takes guts to do it.
It does, and it's a lot of effort and a lot of hard work. So I presume you're all gainfully employed and do this. You're doing this currently as a sideline.
So I'm all the one that's off work this morning, so that's why you've been lumbered with me.
Well, I'm not lumbered with anyone. It's just nice to chat to people. So who's influenced you to become musicians? What sort of music and bands have sort of got you there?
Where the band started, me and Matt, the bass player, we're our best mates from school and stuff like that. So we did all those festivals like Glastonbury and stuff like that. And it was one particular time we're at Glastonbury. That festival's like completely different to anywhere in the world. Like you can go out there, you go to a little bar there and people playing instruments and you just sat strumming guitars and stuff together. And it was back in 2010. We went into this tent. We were absolutely bladdered, and went in. And there was a SingStar game. I don't know if you remember it on PlayStation.
Oh, yeah.
And went in there. We'd had a few drinks. We got a sailor's hats on and stuff. And we said, we'll have a go. So we sang LSF by Kasabian. And then they said to us, do you fancy playing it on stage after? We're like, yeah, all right. So anyway, we ended up playing it after Vanilla Ice had been on stage.
Really?
Yeah, so we got to sing it. We got a bit of a buzz for it. We got back. And then we started penning his own songs. And this is back in 2010, this. So from there, we've just sort of developed, kept writing, been in different bands and stuff together. And then with this one, we knew Josh from previous bands, and he used to do a lot of promoting in Doncaster for the bands and putting gigs on and stuff. And then Kyle, he's like a whiz on guitar. We met him on an app. It's like Tinder for bands, really. So we dragged him into practice room, and he picked out songs up in literally a day. It was unbelievable, honestly. And then went out gigging. But in terms of influences, I'd probably say his main ones like your Kasabian.
Yeah.
They heavily influences. And then obviously you've got your Oasis and bands like that, and bands that you really do look up to. But there's newer bands out there that influences like Amazons and.
Oh yeah, good. Been playing them.
Yeah, do like all them.
Awesome. Absolutely brilliant, man. Brilliant. Seeing if she's still at it, Leanne. Here. Come on, don't be shy. Listen, he's taken, Leanne. It's not happening, love. Pack it in. We'll send you a picture of the scale electric, Leanne. You'll have to deal with that. We'll have to do a crowdfund for Leanne so she can have a scale electric. Absolutely brilliant. So we're going to play. So you've released your latest track, Fast Lane. We've got that lined up. We're going to play that in a minute. What's that all about? Is there a story behind it or?
It's just about living life to max, really. Getting out there, just enjoying yourself, and that's sort of what like his last three songs have been about, really.
Mm.
Before that they were a bit moodier, like, so just try to lighten the mood a little bit and
Yeah.
just enjoy life
Do,
more.
do you
So,
think that's come from the last couple of years that
yeah,
enjoy
definitely.
enjoy yourself? Because events happen in lives, and we've all had our own personal events, but we've all experienced that, and I think it's changed people's attitudes to a lot of things. I'm sure it has.
Yeah,
It has to. It's affected us all, and it's affected everybody.
possibly. Yeah, so yeah.
Excellent. Well, we're going to play that track now, and we're going to let you get on with the rest of your day. But before we do that, we've been asking bands to do artist drops. So can you introduce yourself and say, this is Matilda Shakes, and you're listening to Duggystone Radio, and we'll get that as a jingle, and we'll put it on the future shows.
Yeah, nice one. Yeah. So my name's James. We're Matilda Shakes. This is our latest single, Fast Lane, and you're listening to it on Duggystone Radio.
Thanks, man. Listen, keep in touch. Let us know what's going on. I'm sure Janice will be chatting to you in the background.
Yeah,
and
nice.
We'll be watching what you're doing, and we wish you all the success in the future. And we're gonna let you go, and we're gonna play this track, Fast Lane. So get out there, people. Enjoy life, as he says.
Thanks for having us.
Cheers,
Take
man.
care.
Living life in the fast lane, shoe, Mac, podium, and cheap champagne. Now fuel it up, let's do it again. We've gotta hit the road. Burned out, I'm out of control. We were lucky loving, now it's time to go. Shift gears and go with the flow. Do you wanna rock and roll? You're 100 miles an hour, now you're in a spin, oh no. There's only one way this race is gonna go. With a dastardly snarl and a motley grin, a quick pit stop and a lap or 10, spinning round, around, around again. Spinning round, around, around again. T-Rex got a taste to chew. Mad little monkey escaped the petting zoo. A quick fast count screaming run and hide. Are you ready or not? Now don't be shy. You better run and hide. 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 You're 100 miles an hour, now you're in a spin, oh no. There's only one way this race is gonna go. With a dastardly snarl and a motley grin, a quick pit stop and a lap or 10, spinning around, around, around again. Spinning around, around, around again. You got a need for speed. You wanna take the prize. Push pedal to the floor. Now go on and try. You're 100 miles an hour, now you're in a spin, oh no. There's only one way this race is gonna go. With a dastardly snarl and a motley grin, a quick pit stop and a lap or 10, spinning round, around, around again. Spinning round, around, around again. Spinning round, around, around again.
How good are they? Matilda Shakes from Sheffield. Get them on your playlist. Go and find them. Go and see them if you can, if they're gigging somewhere. Another Dougie's Atomic Dustbin interview. Yes. Right, let's see if that's